guys, it is Arickmisha, and once again, thank you for joining me on my spiritual journey. And today is episode number 14. Episode 14, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for clicking on this video. I appreciate your time. I really do. I know what it's like to take time out to look at YouTube videos. And I really do appreciate your time and your love and your support to everyone. And I want to give a shout out to my number one, Miss Alanda. Thank you so much. That is my number one. Y'all will always see her in my comments. She is a day one. I've been on YouTube 2 years, and that is my day one. She was the first person to subscribe to my channel, and she's been with me ever since. She supports both of my channels. Don't forget, guys, I do have a cooking channel. It is Arickmisha. That is my first channel. And my spiritual channel, I just separated my spiritual channel from my cooking channel. I just wanted to let my spiritual platform have its own platform, you know. So I just pulled my spiritual videos from there and just created my own spiritual channel, guys. So I do have another channel. It's called Arickmisha. And that is my cooking channel, beauty, makeup, all that other good stuff, guys. So please go over there. I will leave the link in the description box below. If you guys can please go over there and subscribe and show me some love and support as well. Now, let's get into today's video. And of course, you guys have seen the title. Guess who threw me a baby shower? Child boo. Wait till y'all find out who threw a baby shower. But me. Anyway, I did want to come and share this. I really did want to come and share this. So let me get into my scripture and then I'll get into the video because I want to make my video too long. Alright, our scripture of today is Galatians, the 5th chapter and the 22nd verse. But the fruit of the Spirit, love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith. That is Galatians 5:22. The fruits of the Spirit. Gotta have them. Yeah. I've got my notes here. I don't need them. Y'all know I could talk all day. I don't need them. One day I had went to church, and one of the ladies in the church, she said, oh, you know, we have Bible studies on Saturdays, you know, at my house. I mean, I never went, you know, I heard about it, but I never went because I worked on Saturdays. So, and even if I didn't work on Saturdays, I wouldn't, because I was already going Monday through Monday. That was enough. But yeah, she was saying, oh, we have Bible studies at my house on Saturdays, and late, like towards the evening, around 3 o'clock. She was like, you know, you're more than welcome to come. I was like, nah, I'm good. I was like, I work on Saturdays. But I got off at 3. I work like that 7 to 3 shift. And I was like, I work, so yeah, no, I'll get up to 3. And she's like, oh, we can come later. I'm like, and you already know, honestly, how I felt about a lot of the church people, you know, treating me funny, treating me like I was an alien, like I was crazy, treating me all funny just because I was pregnant, I wasn't married. So I had my little feelings about them, you know. I kept my distance, you know. I said, hey, you know, and I kept going, you know. Certain ones I ain't really fool with like that. And so I was like, yeah, no, I'll work. And, you know, when I get off with me being pregnant and stuff, I'm going to be tired. I ain't going to want to go. You know, I was like, she was like, oh, well, you know. No, she was just being really pushy about it. And she's like, oh, you know, you can just come for an hour, you know. And when she said, you know, we'd love to have you there with us. And I was like, okay, you know what? That was nice of her to say. You know, we'd love to have you there. Because, you know, I'm feeling like, you know, they don't fool with me, I don't fool with them. You don't like me, I don't like you. You roll your eyes at me, I'm rolling my eyes at you. You know, that's just how I feel about this situation. I'm being honest, that's just how I felt about the situation. And I was like, okay. I said, well, I'll be late because I got to work. And she was like, oh, that's fine. People don't show up on time. You know, black folks don't show up on time anyway. I was like, okay. So when we was in the car going home, I was telling my mom, like, you know, she invited me to a Bible study at her house. I was like, ugh. And my mom was like, well, you told her you was going? You was going to come? I was like, yeah. I was like, but I don't want to go. You know, I had to switch that real quick. I was like, I don't want to go. And my mom was like, well, you told her you was going to go, so you need to go. And I was like, she's like, you give somebody your word. You know how that go. I was like, okay. I was like, well, I'll just see how I feel. I'll just see how I feel if I get off to work. You know, on my feet all day, 7 to 3. You know what I'm saying? Pregnant. You know, like by this time, I'm about a good, I'm turned 21. I'm about a good 9 months finna have a baby, you know. So I was like, I'll just see how I feel, So anyway, so I went to work that day, and So when I got up, I told Mom, I was like, I'm tired. I don't feel like going. And Mom was like, well, you told her you was going to go. You can at least go for a little while. And I was like, okay. So anyway, I got my shower, got dressed and everything. And I just like doing something comfortable. You know, I was like, I ain't putting forth no effort for them. They don't like me, I don't like them. Don't fool me, I don't fool with them. I was constantly telling myself this about church folk. They don't like me, I don't like them. They don't fool me, I don't fool with them. And but you know what, honestly, it was not like that with all of them, for real, seriously. Some of them was cool. I'm keeping it real. Some of them was cool, but 90% of them, anyway. So I got home, got dressed and everything, and my mom was like, you ready? I was like, yeah. Now by this time, she said it started at 3. I didn't get off till 3. By this time, it's like 4 o'clock. And I was telling my mom, oh, it's 4 o'clock. Like trying to come up with excuses not to go. I was like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. I was like, it's too late. It's a whole hour. I said, she said some people come late. I was like, but I don't really need to go. My mom was like, you won't go because you told her you won't go. And my mom said, even if you go for an hour, I just stay there with you. You stay for an hour, then whatever. And she's like, oh, it's Bible study. You need to go. I'm like, nah, I go enough, Mom. I go enough. And so we went on, child. We went on. And like on the way there, I was just like, ugh, I'm not in the mood for these people because they don't fool with me and I don't fool with them. They don't like me, I don't like them. I'm telling you, I told myself that a lot. So anyway, so we get there and I'm like, you know, some cars out there in her driveway. I was like, okay, let's just get this over with. So I got to the door, knocked on the door, and you know, the lady's house was. She answered the door. She's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm fine, you know, hey, yeah. She's like, come on in. Excuse me. And then when she moved from the door, I looked, and her whole house was all decorated, like in pink, because you know, everybody knew I was having a girl by then. The whole house was decorated. It was a surprise baby shower, y'all. Yes. Yes. A surprise baby shower now. Now remember, you don't like me, I don't like you. You don't fool me, I don't fool with you. That's the attitude I was going with. But when she moved and I saw all this baby shower stuff, the house was all decorated out, and I was looking like, and I just kind of looked and I saw like, you know, some of the ladies from the church, and they was like, surprise. I was like, surprise who? And I just kind of looked. Seriously, y'all, I'm being honest. I just looked around like, I see it's the baby. I clearly see the baby banner and the pink and white. And I see the presents on the table, the cake. I see everything, and I'm like shocked. I'm like, why would they be doing a baby shower for me? Cause they don't fool with me, and I don't fool with them. Why they doing a baby shower for me? For me? And when I tell y'all, and they say surprise again, I was just like, and I just like that's when it hit me. And I was like, and I just kind of gasped, and I just started crying. And I was just like, I thought y'all didn't like me. Yeah. So it was emotional. It was so emotional. Like, honestly, some of them did give me looks, and you know, they did. I clearly saw that. But and some of them were there, you know. But you know what? The good outweighed the bad, honey. And I was just crying. I was shocked. I mean, you know, dealing with my baby daddy leaving me. Just dealing with everything. I was so stressed out. Like, I was just always I was just like working myself so I can have money to provide for my child. Getting ready for my child. All of that. And for them to do that, I'm telling you, it just melted my heart. And I was like, wow. And I said, I thought y'all didn't like me. And she was like, no, we love you. It's okay. We're here for you. And I was just like, what? I thought y'all didn't like me, you know, but, and I did that. Like, I express myself. Like, if I feel a way, I like, you know, I'll be like, hey, I feel a way, like. But anyway, yeah, the church people threw me a baby shower, y'all. Like, crazy. And my friends was there. Like, the church people had, I'm sure my mama had everything to do with that. Like, the church people had got in touch with my friends, so my friends was there too. So it was just like a whole big old baby shower. now with the church folks, my friends, everybody was there, y'all. It was so nice. I will never forget it. I will never forget it, because I had became so bitter with a lot of the church people. I had became so bitter and mad, like not wanting to go to church. Y'all saw my previous video. I didn't want no dealings with these people, no fooling with these people, nothing. And you know, them doing that just showed me that, you know, that they care. And you know what, that really helped me a lot, because a lot of times we can have that church hurt, we can be bitter about stuff that happened in the church. And you know, I was going through my whole pregnancy bitter and mad at the church folks, because they were treating me funny, and they was acting funny. But it was a meet and greet for them and me, like them extending the olive branch and me accepting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just get past it. She pregnant, she not married, okay, whatever. Let's just get past it. Let's be here for her, show that love and support that we supposed to be showing, all of the fruits of the spirit. Let's just show her all the fruits of the spirit that we say we as Christians supposed to have. Let's just show her that. And see, that's what I needed. I really needed that, especially dealing with the fact that my baby daddy, you know, wasn't there, and he decided that, you know, he wasn't gonna man up and do the right thing. Like, this really was like a good thing that happened that gave me strength to keep going. I was like, cause for me to mend that broken, to mend that brokenness between me and the church family was so important. Because to go to a church that you're not happy in, that's hard. And I was asking God, I was like, God, can I leave? They treating me bad. You see how they treat me. I don't want to leave. And he was like, nah. God said, nah. He said, nah, I don't want you to leave. He said, you got to sit here and deal with it. You made your bad heart. You got to lay in it. Suck it up, buttercup. Don't run. Don't run from your problems. Don't run. I'm telling you, sometimes God, you know, he spank you, and then he be right there to comfort you. But that's how it is. You got when God get on you and chastise you, that's just what it is. Because once again, I was a child of the King. I am a child of the King. I was living for Christ then, and I was still doing what I wanted to do. And that's how it is. And that's still true to this day. You say you living for Christ, and you must be doing the right thing. Nobody's perfect. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time I'm not perfect. But when we get caught up in the stuff that we doing, willfully sinning, and we keep doing what we doing, we get caught up in it. I don't know what you're expecting for God to do, baby. Because his grace gonna run out. His grace gonna run out. So, anything that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, take it from me, from somebody who have been there and done that. And I have several episodes to share with y'all. So, hey, God's grace gonna run out. It's gonna run out. Eventually, he gonna run out. He ain't gonna let you keep doing what you want to do. Making a fool of him, say you living for Christ, but you still doing what you want to do. Okay. Good luck with that. But anyway, yes, the church people threw me a baby shower. I'm telling you, that brokenness between me and the church family, we just came together. And I was ready to go to church. And you know what? After that baby shower, they treated me different. They did. They did, y'all. They did treat me different. They were nicer to me at the church. They would come up and talk to me, ask me how the baby was doing, how my baby was doing. Some of them tried to touch my stomach, and I had to do the karate chop on them. Get away from my stomach now. Yeah, now I don't touch my stomach. I don't care who you is, mother, sister, brother, whatever, deacon, minister, whoever you was. Get away from my stomach. But yeah. The church people threw me a baby shower, and it was amazing, y'all. And it was like I was right back in. I was right back in with my church family where I needed to be, and that was important. I still, still wasn't allowed to, teach the youth, and I still wasn't allowed to be in the choir. I still, had my punishment. I still was, sat down. But you know what? That sitting down felt a lot better, because when I sat down, I felt like my church family was right there sitting down with me. Y'all know what I mean. I had to come and share that with y'all. I'm telling you, it changed my life. It did. It changed my life. And I felt good being back in with my church family and us coming back together. It was like they forgave me and I forgave them. It wasn't no more, I don't fool with you, you don't fool with me. It was like, I forgive you, you forgive me. And we was back together. So, yeah, I just wanted to come and share that with y'all. It is a part of my spiritual journey. Remember, I will only share what God wants me to share. And I pray this helps someone. I really do pray that this helps someone. And that's the end of this episode number 14. This is Arickmisha. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media at Arickmisha. And don't forget, guys, that knowledge is power. Thanks, guys. Bye.